On the video today, I am answering a question that has come in from somebody who attended my seminars in the past. Recently, I've not done any workshop or seminars, in-person seminars, but somebody who actually follows, I believe, I'm not sure whether he's subscribed or not, but does get my videos, has gotten many of my courses and all. A question is this, Srini, I'm always stressed. I have no time and I have mostly no money. You keep talking about growth. I feel excited when I watch your videos, but I'm stuck. What should I do? So there was no better way to respond to this question other than creating a video, and that way I can reach some more people. And if you are a subscriber or you're watching this video totally because YouTube happened to refer you this video, I think you'll find some value. If you do, stay with me till the end. If you find some value in this conversation, then you decide to subscribe or to like the video and all that. You leave a comment, that'll be awesome too. Okay, so what do we do with this? How do I respond to this? I know this individual very well, and I'm going to specifically quote an example here, also specific to him, also making it relevant to you also. Okay, so scarcity is not our enemy. Scarcity is our accelerator. We live in a different economy. We live in a different world. The times are different. This is 2025. The world is completely different. So this is the time to accelerate. This is not the time to sit down and curse, time or money or energy or whatever things it is, whatever you got going. Not the time to sit down and curse. So they are not limiting. They are not our enemies. We're going to accelerate, and we're going to use them specifically. Okay. So how do you approach this? When you are limited on time, you only focus on things that matter. When you are running out of money or you have no money, then you become more resourceful. You start betting better. Betting in the sense, not gambling. Betting means things that you're buying, things that you're investing, or things that you need for your existence. You bet, you buy them the right way. If you have no freedom, then you prioritize. You learn to prioritize. That's the basic structure here. I'm going to share with you a practical, almost somebody almost got into an accident. Okay. Sorry for the distraction. Okay, so I'm going to share with you a 3-step practical framework. But before that, so this individual, he has a startup that he's working for a startup for a very long time. So if I have to draw the startup example, startups don't have budgets, or they're low on budgets. Startups don't have, the luxury to delay the deliverables. So they need to build fast. They have to innovate fast. And if something is changing in the marketplace, they need to pivot very, very quickly. And the only way a startup can make it big is to constantly engage in outthinking the giants in their space. And then this individual also has he's deep into fitness. It's funny, finds time for fitness, but he says that he's stuck. Okay. Imagine a situation where you have no gym, and but you still have to work out. When you don't have the money to buy a membership, then what do? Data shows that people who don't go to gym are very enthusiastic about working out and are careful about their health. They are masters when it comes to push-ups, masters when it comes to pull-ups, masters when it comes to sprinting, running. They're good. Okay. Case in point, lack of resources makes you or forces creativity in you. So clearly, scarcity equals acceleration. That's the bottom line here. I'm talking about the 3-step framework. How do you approach this? Let's say you are, and I think all of us are in a way. There's always the next level of growth that we seek. All of us seek, and if we are seeking the next level growth and we are seeking it for a long time and it's not happening, that means we are stuck. So all of us are stuck at some level and if not, then we are getting there. So the idea is to quickly find that which we can leverage and we go. So how do we leverage what we have? Well, we got to leverage the limits, okay? And for that, we need to identify the biggest constraint. What is the single biggest constraint? Now, there are 3 constraints technically, as you pointed out, in a way. So the biggest constraint is time, one of the biggest constraints, and the second is money, and the third is freedom. So what is that one biggest thing that you can identify between these 3 and go full blown, like put all your time, energy? So let's say you have no money and you know why you don't have the money. Let's say you don't have a job, or let's say your business is not working. The question is, you got to take all the time you have, you got to take all the little bit of whatever freedom you have, and then you put everything into making money. And if you have a lot of time, then you can make money, and if you have a lot of time, you also can have freedom. It's so funny, these 3 things, time, freedom, and money, one can free you from the other 2. Each one can free you from the other 2. So it's funny how they're interrelated. So you got to find one specific activity or one specific goal within these 3 things. We call the biggest constraint each one of these categories has, and they all have many constraints. But somebody who doesn't have freedom, chances are they don't have time, and chances are they also are struggling with money. I'm not saying all, but they are all interrelated. So you got to find the one that is the biggest constraint within these categories and work on it very, very hard. Okay. The second step in the framework is you got to cut the waste. Okay. Why? Because scarcity should allow you to focus more. That's why you have to cut the waste. So if you don't have time, then you say no to things. You don't have money, then you also do not have, people buy distractions with their money. So you got to say no to distractions. So don't go on that vacation. I'm not saying vacations are distractions, but you get the idea. You don't have freedom, then then go look into your choices. Don't waste your energy on wrong choices. Okay. And the third step, I would say, in this mix is scarcity is training. So, and if you look at this time as the time in which you're training, then you are looking at this, whatever is happening to you is an upgrade, and there is a payoff, and it is not a handicap. Okay. I think those are the things I had on my mind, and I'm under 10 minutes. Okay. Listen, if you found this video helpful, then do me a favor, click the like button. If you subscribe to this channel, then I'm in front of you literally every day at this point. And if you leave a comment, then I would take a comment any day. One comment is more than 100,000 views personally for me, so I can communicate with you. We can go back and forth and all that. Okay, that's all for now. Wherever you are, you be safe, and I'll be with you as early as tomorrow. Bye now.